Hi guys, welcome to another video on Road to V11. In this episode I'm going to show you my favorite moonboard benchmark problems. For those of you who've never used it, the moonboard is a training board where you can climb problems that you or other people set. So as long as you have access to one, you can try a problem someone has set anywhere in the world. The rules are simple. To start, you have to get your hands on the green lead holds and you can get your feet on any kickboard feet. Then you can only use the blue lead holds until you get to the top, which is marked with a red light. For your feet, apart from the kickboard holds, you can only use whatever you use with your hands, although sometimes you can also use the screw-in holds. For the purpose of this video, I've only selected benchmark problems. If you wonder what that means, they are problems people have voted and selected to be a good indication of how hard a certain grade should feel. On the Moonboard app, climbers can rate the problems they climb, and on top of this they decide whether a certain climb should or should not become a benchmark. In this video I'm using a 40-degree moonboard with the Moonboard Masters 2017 setting. Anyway, without further ado, here are my favorite benchmarks from 6A+ to 7A+. This is Black Tip, one of my favorite problems to warm up. I like the fact that it's on grade and yet doesn't have any jacks and only uses black holes. Alpine start. Not too hard, but a solid step up from 6A+. It has consistent moves all the way up and a cracksy move just at the end.
Yes, of course it.
This is speed, and it is the first problem I flashed of the almighty bend moons. Feels quite reachy and really droppable, as I've proven here. It doesn't matter what grade they are, his problems are always spicy, and I think this one is a good example of that. This one is a very solid 6C in my opinion, and also quite hard to flush. I nearly fell off at the top in this attempt because my foot slipped, so it felt really desperate. I couldn't see where the foot I needed for the top was, so I had to guess, but I guessed right. This is another really good 6C. I really like the first move for the problem. I think moving to that underclean pocket from the start is arguably the crux, although getting the last move right can also be tricky. Anyway, a really good problem. Another problem by Ben Moon. Definitely my anti-style. Reachy diner moves all the way to the top. I had a really hard time sending this one. I never know if it's actually okay to match hands on the moonboard, but if it's not, then I think this problem isn't 60+. Another solid 60+. It has a droppable start and then you really can mess around with the sequence. It feels really tempting to go to H10 with your right hand, but if you do so, then you have to swap your hands, which is a pain in the ass. I also like the move where you have to lock off your shoulder from B14 to get the last one before the top. I'm including this one in here because it's arguably one of the easiest 7A benchmarks if you are good on crimps. So if you like crimps and want to send your first 7A on the moonboard, give this one a go. This one is a really sustained problem. Loads of moves but not super hard. Still, you have to be really precise to get H15, which is a small square crimp. Feels on great and quite droppable. Another Ben Moon problem. This one is the hardest problem I've climbed that's been set by him. I'm pretty sure this is not the way he intended people to climb it, but there you go. Here is my alternative cut loose beta. This one is the first 7A plus benchmark I flashed on the moonboard, so I need to include it in here. I guess it feels a bit soft for the grade, but that's also what you always say when you flash a problem. Anyway, I think it suits my style. I've been thinking of doing a video playlist with all the benchmarks from 6A plus to 7A. Let me know if you would find that useful or not. It might be a bit boring to watch on its own, but I would add in the description a timeline so you can find the problem you're looking for. Anyway, that's all for today folks. I hope you find this useful and I've hopefully showed you some problems you didn't know of that you can add to your tick list. If that's the case, please share the video, give it a like, drop a comment and subscribe.